How many arrows did Hanzo have in Blizzard cinematic short Dragons? In the first shot we have of Hanzo interacting with his weapon, we can see that he loads an arrow. Now there is no safe way to find out how many arrows he has in this quiver at this point, so we will just remember that he loads one right now. He fires, he hits. Number of fired arrows are 1. Now we can see he has 6 arrows in his quiver. If we add that up with the one he just fired, we get the starting number of 7 arrows. Now we will see him pull an arrow out of his ass, because his quiver size is still 6. Introducing spawned arrows, currently at 1. Another well-placed shot. Sitting inside, his quiver remains at 6 arrows. He fires a Genji, leaving us with 5 arrows in his current quiver, but based on his starting number of 7, we're actually at 4. We will divide this number by visual arrows and mathematical arrows. Straight after that, he fires his fancy trick shot. Now here is where reality starts to break down for us, because he pulls out 3 arrows in a quiver filled with 5 others. He has now spawned 4 more arrows into this world. He fires all 3 in rapid succession and Genji promptly dodges. Now with Genji going on the offensive, Hanzo has to duck some shurikens. However, 2 of his poor arrows get cut by the attack and are destroyed. We will call these destroyed arrows, just to keep count. Oh, and now his quiver size has jumped back to 7 and promptly down to 5 again. Since, unable to perform this low feat, he spawned 2 more arrows. He fires yet another casual arrow, before getting serious and firing a scattering shot. Now these shrapnels do not count towards us, because they just seem to be part of one arrow and they just have a dash of magic or whatever to make all of this function. So we'll just ignore it. Now our math just breaks down completely, because Hanzo seems to have only 2 arrows in his quiver and 1 in his bow. Now he should have ended up at 4, but he's currently at 3 total arrows. 1 arrow seems to have disappeared. He fires and misses yet again, and this one gets stuck into the wall. We will call this one number 10, since it's the 10th arrow fired, and we will get back to it later. Hanzo now takes out the 2 last remaining arrows out of his quiver, leaving it empty. He fires, but sadly his arrow is casually scumbag deflected, because Genji, and he fires his last arrow, which is just cut in half, because Genji is ridiculously overpowered. They have some ruckus and Hanzo dashes for the previously deflected arrow. Using Dragon Strike seems to consume the arrow just like it does in the game. After Genji does some more OP stuff, because fucking Genji, Hanzo rushes over and picks up the arrow number 10 that previously got stuck in the wall. He's about to fire it but gets sentimental and never does. The amount of arrows Hanzo started with was 7. The total amount of arrows in existence is the 7 original ones, plus the 9 ones he spawned in, minus the despawning arrow from before, leaving us at 15. The total amount of arrows fired were 12. 2 arrows were destroyed by shurikens, adding 2 casualties to our fired number of 12, leaving us at the needed number of arrows for Hanzo to do what he did to be 14. In conclusion, Hanzo actually had 14 arrows.
Now hang on a minute. You said there were 15 arrows in existence, even subtracting the arrow that despawned. That leaves 1 more. Where did it go?
I know I did. Hanzo physically fires 12 arrows and 2 arrows are destroyed, meaning he needed at least 14 arrows to do what he did. Where did the last arrow go? I have no idea, it's probably up his butt again.